It is 7:43 and 42 degrees at KNEB. Our News Extra next, and brought to you by Jolliffe Funeral Home. Here is Kevin Lynn.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Lola Gonzalez is here from the YMCA, also Lynn Macken from Regional West Medical Center. And we're going to talk about something that's the first annual Community Volks Walk. And this is being done by both Regional West and the YMCA and WNCC, all involved in this. And Lynn, I think I'll ask you some questions first, because when you get Lola on, you may not get a word in edgewise.
Okay. Good morning.
Okay. All right. So anyway, this is coming up next weekend, right? Tell us all about it.
Right. We're going to have a community Volks Walk, and Volks Walk is a word that has come from Germany, and Volks meaning people, so it's a people's walk, and it's going to be on Saturday, October 8th, and registration and the walk starts at Regional West Medical Center at the South Plaza, and the walk is actually free to anybody. We're inviting adults, children, people with strollers, people with dogs, and registration is anywhere from 8 to 11 a.m. And the walk, you can walk anytime. It's a 10K or 6-mile walk, but we do have shorter routes too.
All right, that's great. So how did you guys come up with this Volks Walk, Lola? How did you all get involved and decide to do this?
Well, we were in a committee, and Lynn said it'd be awesome to do a wonderful walk for the community.
And no competition, just
No
do it.
competition, and there's so many of our people in this community that like to take the short walks, being that they're not long, and something that's not competitive, and somewhere where they can take their dogs for a walk or their child strolling along. And it was exciting. We had a committee, and she set up the committee, and her wellness committee came up with, let's do it. Let's do this fun community walk and see how many people would participate in it.
All right, now this is, am I right? You mentioned this kind of comes from Germany, is that right? How does it, what is the American Volksport Association? What is that group?
Well, one of the members on our committee had been to another state and ran into one of these Volks walks, and she was really excited about it. And basically, the American Volks Sport Association is a national organization, and they put on over 3,000 of these kinds of walks throughout the United States annually. And it is also associated with the International Volks Sport Association. So people, when they really get into doing this, they can go from state to state and do these walks. They have a website, and you can go online and you can see where everybody's walk is, and our walk is posted on the American Volks Walk Association website. But also, if you get really into it, you can become a member, and it's very inexpensive to do that. It's $5 for a new walker packet, but if you're already a member, it's just $3 to do an event. And you get a stamp and a book, and then as you accumulate events or accumulate miles, you send in those events to the American Volks Walk Association, and they give you little prizes and awards. But that is not necessary for our participants. If they'd like to be part of that, I can certainly give them information when they're there. Otherwise, it's just going to be a non-competitive, hopefully beautiful day walk for our community.
Yeah, well, that's great. Now the route, Lola, it starts at the hospital and then it goes to various places.
Various places. Each of those places will have little maps out there for them. We will have a map for them, and they can follow this map, and every map will have a checkpoint. The checkpoint, each of these ladies, especially with if they're going to pay the $3 to participate in the votes, for the votes card, they will go ahead and stamp them each time they go there. So there is checkpoints at each of these routes, and I think one of them is going straight down to Regional West, going around Frank Park is another one, and going right back up to the hospital.
So it is a 10K, which is a 6.1 mile walk. We're going to start at Regional West. We're going to go through the Village Pond, down to 5th Avenue into the residential section around 38th, back up to WNCC, which is the first checkpoint. Then that would be 3.1 if you wanted to come back to the hospital. If you wanted to do the 6.1 mile walk, you'd continue on down Fifth Avenue to to Centennial Park, back up to Frank Park, which would be the next checkpoint, and then come back up Fifth Avenue through the Village Pond to Regional West. So that's your 10K route.
Okay. So that would take, if you think 6 miles,
Right.
how long would that usually take?
Takes about an hour and a half if you're
I was
walking.
going to say.
If you're walking about a 15-minute mile, which is 4 miles per hour, which is a pretty fast pace for people. So
Otherwise, it takes a little slower.
So
'cause-
you'd probably expect an hour and a half to 2 hours
2
if
hours.
you were really going,
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
a slower
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
Right.
Because this is not only just for the very active young people that can go with these little baby strollers, right? It's also for your seniors that
Yeah.
love to go out and enjoy a slower pace walk. Remember, it's not competitive. It's basically, fun. It's a very well-rounded fitness part as far as wellness. This is so, this is what we're all about, trying to get people healthy and go out there and take their children out for
Yeah.
walks.
And of course, people during the summer have been walking quite a bit, so they should be in pretty good shape for this. Some of us play golf during the summer, and we do less walking in the winter, and therefore we kind of need a kickstart to get back into that walking thing. But
One of the things I wanted to mention is that you want to make sure that if you're going to do this walk, don't come in flip-flops. You want to make sure you have the right, correct shoes to do a good walk. You want to make sure that you bring a water bottle, but we will have water there, okay? We want to make sure that if you are one of these people that are, taking medication and stuff like that, we will have a little bit of cookies, I know a little bit of sugar there
Yeah.
to help you and stuff
Yep.
like that. But
yeah,
we want to make sure that you don't come in flip-flops.
yeah.
do that kind of walk.
Be prepared
Be
to
prepared.
be in the right shoes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll talk a little more about it right after this break.
Sensitive, comforting, personal.
Okay,
Jolliffe
just
Funeral
go over the
Home.
time
Let
again.
Jolliffe Funeral Home help you honor
We need to
those you
mention
love when
Scottsbluff
they've
Homeless
passed.
Coalition.
With unmatched service
Oh,
and
okay.
artistry, our team will help you carry on the legacy of your
Prize
family
drawings.
members and
Yeah.
friends.
We
Oh,
need
yeah,
to-
prize
With
drawings,
years of
huh?
experience, we
$25
offer
gift
professional
certificate,
and
6
personal
Oh, really?
attention to every detail.
Oh, cool.
And we will be there.
Is that at
Also
various
offer advanced
points along the way?
Continuation
No,
to our
just,
services.
When they
When they
finish,
finish.
when they register.
Yeah,
And
they
Our
don't
families
also,
serve
registration
your
will be
family for
there.
3 generations.
Well, we're going to be there at 7, aren't we?
All right, we are
What
back
they
on
They
News
started
Extra,
it. Okay,
and
yes,
we're talking once again about the First Community Volks Walk coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday, October 8th. Starts out at Regional West Medical Center in the South Plaza, goes down to WNCC, downtown, and then back to the hospital, a non-competitive walk, just 6 miles. And we want to mention that there's the Scottsbluff Wellness Coalition is heavily involved in this,
Yes.
right?
Right. They are part of this committee. So with all the volunteers through Regional West, YMCA, WNCC, and the coalition, Scottsbluff Wellness Coalition, they'll all be out there. So, we'll even have the police involved to take care of the routes. So we're kind of excited about it.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see, what else do we want to make? Oh, you have some prize drawings, right?
In addition to our refreshments and just having a fun day, if you come out to walk, and we do require a registration, again, it's free, but from those registration cards, we'll have a random drawing of 6 $25 gift certificates from the chamber here in Scottsbluff. So please come out and join us for a great day.
All right,
Yes.
but you could also not only get a nice walk, but win a little bit of a prize as well.
And with this walk, look at our beautiful Scottsbluff.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. It's a beautiful community. People forget about
The
that.
fall is
When
coming.
you live here a long time, you kind of
Yes.
forget how pretty
Yeah,
it is.
it is beautiful.
All right. All right, very good. Good luck with it, Lola and Lynn.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You
Thank
bet.
you.
Thank you. All right, back to you, Dan.